This is back-to-back 1v1v1 to 2v1. Okay, so what we're doing is building off a prior drill. And what we're going to do now is the same drill applies, right? We have 3 players touching shoulders back to back. There's a ball in between them, right? So no one knows where the ball is. They're looking forward. The ball's underneath them somewhere. On the coach's whistle, okay, they fight for the ground ball. They fight for it. Okay, and then let's say that the ball's out here and this player picks it up. So now you have the red and the green player that are still in the play. And how this works is every time, so how this works from here is now there's 2 ways you can approach it. You can give every player a number ahead of time. So you can say he was number 1, they're number 1, they're number 2, they're number 3. Or you can just, if you have a small group, you can call it a name. Okay, but I like using the numbers. So ahead of time, I gave this player 1, this player 2, this player 3. After player 1 gains possession, I yell 3, which would be this player. They now become that player's teammate, and it's a 2-on-1. Okay, so you go from a 1-on-1-on-1 where everyone's on their own to a 2v1. And what this does, this forces players to recognize the situation. This player now has to recognize I'm on defense. How am I going to play the situation? This player is now saying, I'm on offense. How can I get open for a shot or a possession? So this drill really kind of enhances and builds off of our just a basic ground ball drill. Where now we're adding in elements where players have to think, players have to remember what number they are, and players have to be aware of what's happening during the game. Right? I'm now bumping into defense. I have to recognize where I am. Where do I want to prevent that player from going? And I have to play more of a zone defense now. Now you have an offensive player who can, he can draw, dump, make a good play. We're working on our 2-on-1s here. We're working on unsettled situations. So it just tackles a lot. But you'll notice that players, once they get into it, if they're slow grasping it at first, they will gain, more confidence by doing this over and over again. And once they get a feel for it and they're going through this really smoothly, you get a lot out of this drill. I highly encourage coaches to do these kind of drills with players that focuses not just on skill sets, but on IQ and kind of really building awareness, because that's something that you want them to learn just as much as their skill set.